Hi writers, happy Monday. So today we're going to be doing something a little different in writing, okay? So we have been learning about taking notes and how we're reading, and then we're going and writing about our reading. So what I'm going to share with you is, and last week we talked about ways that we could strengthen our writing about reading. So here's what we had. We could make a quick list of suspects. Okay, that was one thing I had you guys. You could have jotted down. Make a timeline. What happened first? Then next. Then at this time. Sketch a map. So you could draw a map of everything that's happening. Or list page numbers of where there are good clues. So here are some other things that you can do, notes you could take. We're called jotting, okay? Quick jots. So you could use Post-it notes to write down some of these symbols, okay? So readers use Post-it notes to show their thinking. If you think something you read was funny, you could put LOL on your Post-it note. If you thought this part was really important, you could put an asterisk or a star there for really important. You're like, oh, that's definitely something I should know. Surprising part. So if there was a surprising part, a part you're like, wow, I did not expect that to happen, you could use an exclamation point, a heart for your favorite part, a question mark for a confusing part. So maybe you're wondering, are they a suspect? Is this a clue? What's going to happen next? Or a cloud would be a part that makes me predict. So you would just draw a picture on your Post-it note of whichever one it is. So maybe you read a part and it was really funny. So you would just take a Post-it note and you would write LOL, and then you would keep it, maybe write the page number since we're using virtual books right now. So page, maybe it was page 6, something made you laugh. You could put LOL and then put page 6. If you don't have a sticky note, you could definitely just do it on a sheet of paper. You could grab your sheet of paper, put LOL, and write down the page that you laughed at. Same with the part. If you had a favorite part, happen on page 10. You could put a heart and then page 10. So, all right, so we're going to practice that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go and read through chapter 1 again. And we're going to practice how we would use these jotting techniques to take better notes. Just quick notes, okay? Because you don't want to, you're spending a lot of time reading. You don't want to have to be flipping back and reread everything that you read when you go to writing. You just want to be able to look at your notes and start writing. So I'm going to go ahead and read. Okay. The Detective's Office, Chapter 1. The streets were empty in the little town of Pleasant Valley. At 3:30 on a chilly afternoon, it was already growing dark. A late winter storm had left the town slick with freezing rain. There was a light shining through the basement window of a cozy house just east of town. Inside, 2 children enjoyed the cozy warmth of the basement. The names were Jerry and Maya, classmates and good friends from school. They were off from school for winter break. Most of their friends were charging down the sledding hill, but neither Jerry nor Maya felt like joining them. They had something else on their minds. I have a feeling that something exciting is going to happen soon. So that to me is a big thing. So I'm going to use my cloud one for a part that makes me predict. And I'm going to draw a picture of a cloud and put the page 2. Because that's going to show me then that this part, oh, I think something, he has a feeling. So like, oh, I think they're about to get a mystery maybe. All right, quick jot, keep going. Mumbled Maya. She had her nose in a book as usual. The 2 classmates had set up a small office in Maya's basement, and they sat in 2 old armchairs that stood next to a table piled high with books. More volumes of thick books. Maya's dad's detective stories lined the wall. Maya and Jared liked to sit in his room and read. During winter break, they wanted to learn everything about how thieves and police officers worked. You see, Maya and Jerry were not just friends, they were partners as well. Together they ran a detective agency, the Who Done It Agency. So I think that's a really important fact, that they run a detective agency. So I'm going to put down the orange asterisk. Just, it doesn't have to be orange, I'm just telling you which one it is. And I'm going to put page 3. Or if I was writing it in my notebook, I'm going to put an orange asterisk or an asterisk, and I'm going to put page 3. That's how I would do it. All right, let's keep going. A detective, of course, is a police officer who wears regular clothes instead of an official uniform. A detective carries out investigation, spies on suspects, takes photographs, and looks through binoculars. In the end, good detectives solve cases and catches the criminal. All right, let's keep going. I wish we had a really exciting case, said Maya with a sigh. Maybe all of the thieves are on winter break too, said Jerry. All right, that just reminded me of something. So that's something I think I can make a prediction about, because I think they're foreshadowing and telling us that I think there's going to be a case coming soon to them. So I would take either my sticky note or my piece of paper, and I would draw the cloud, because the cloud picture symbolizes that you are thinking of a prediction. And for this one, I'm going to quickly just jot down a few words to write my prediction. A case will come soon. So I wrote down a case will come soon because I think that is what's going to happen. If I was writing it in a piece of paper, oh, don't forget the page number too, because that's going to help you. Since we can't have real books, hard copy books, we need to make sure that we're writing down the page numbers, okay, on our notes. So that was page 5. So I went ahead and put page 5 here. And this is what it would look like on my sheet of paper. I put the thought bubble. A case will come soon. That's my prediction. And it's page 5. See, very quick jots. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe all the thieves, okay, read that. Maya opened a tidy cabinet to make sure everything inside as well was organized. It held everything they needed for their detective work. A camera with a flash to take photos in the dark, a pair of binoculars to spy on things from far away, a magnifying glass to check for fingerprints, a mirror to peer around corners, and several false nose and wiggets for disguises themselves. Okay, so we went ahead and we took some jots. So look back again at this page. Here's some things. If it's funny, LOL. Important, put a little star asterisk. Surprising, something that surprised you. Symbol it with a exclamation point. Your favorite part, a heart. A confusing part, question mark. Or a cloud, a thought bubble. That makes me predict. That makes me think this is going to happen next. So what you are going to do today for writing, you're not going to be writing in your writing journal. This is going to be on Canvas as a discussion post. So you're going to look back at the jots you've made this week. Since we just started, today's Monday, some of you made some jots in your reading during independent reading time, or think about the jots you made last week. Think about the notes you took last week, either as on a sheet of paper, on sticky notes. Think. Are you using all the charts I give you to help you with your jotting? So I want you to share your findings on the Canvas discussion post. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. So as always, we go to Ms. Kalina's page. You should already be in writing. Go to writing, Monday. Go to here, 9-21 Monday writing. Okay, look at this. I even shared a video, a quick recording so you could listen to it. You're going to share one thing that is going well about your writing and one thing that you're struggling with. So look at these sentence frames. You would do one thing that is going well for you with writing, because, and one thing you are struggling with writing, and because, so you would hit reply, and you would put, so I, for example, would put, what's going well for me when writing? Taking notes is going well for me because, so remember this part is what you're adding. So what's going well for you when it comes to writing? Because I like to take notes on what I read. What is going wrong for me? So I'm going to start the sentence. I am struggling with, look, it's that sentence starter. I am struggling with, what am I struggling with? So it's okay to think, what are you struggling with? So sometimes I'm struggling with taking enough notes. So I take notes, but sometimes I don't think I take enough because sometimes I forget to stop and take notes. So maybe you take notes, but you don't take enough. You only take some at the beginning, at the end. So maybe you need help with remembering to take notes. So maybe you could put some sticky notes out to remember. So after you type your 2 sentences, you're going to hit reply, and it will show up here. All right, have fun, writers.